Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Lucia and today I want to share with you the decks that I've been using in April and May, most of this month, and the decks that I want to start working with more, coming in the next, like this month and the next month. So of course I'm going to start with the Thoth Tarot because that is my most go-to deck for myself and for my channel. But today I will be talking about the decks that I use for myself. And on my channel, I use the bigger version of this, but for myself, I use this, and also for clients, I use this as well. So this is a nice size deck, and the card stack is amazing. And what I love about this, these are the backs, is the beautiful colors and the artwork. Lady Frieda, Crowley, they gave us a gift with this deck. I talk about it a lot in my videos. Because I talk about it a lot in my videos, I'm not going to say so much about it this time, but let the artwork speak for itself. The shapes, the colors, the symbols, the zodiac signs. There's so much symbolism in this deck. I have 3 versions of this. I have this one and 2 larger size ones, and one of those larger size I trimmed everything completely off, the borders, the names, and everything. I love this deck so much. It is so talkative, and I find it to be a great reader overall, and you can see how much I use it. It's starting not to look as white on the sides, and it's a little bit bent, but I feel like this is going to last me forever. I really, I don't know, this is my #1 favorite, and I really love it. The next one I want to show you is my Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Lunaea Weatherstone, illustrated by Merayla, Allwood. And this tarot deck, I've had this for a while, and I edged it in green, 2 shades of green, and I was not using this deck for a while. Like, I used it, and then because the names, some of the card names are different, and the artwork is very different. I love the artwork. I love the book. The guidebook is amazing. The artwork is amazing. But I was finding that my readings were slow because I had to stop. I had to say, okay, what is this card? And I had to look at the book. And I kind of like to develop a relationship with my decks first, like a connection with my decks without using the book. And then I like to go to the book. I don't read books from start to end. I did that with one book. I did do that with one book for another deck, specific deck, but it was Cairo Marchetti deck not that long ago. I think it was his, do I have it here? Yeah, I know it's here, it's somewhere here. I can't think of the name. But I like to go to the book every now and then. I kind of like learn that way a little bit. I kind of have to develop my own connection with the deck. But the 3 of Spells, that's the 3 of Wands. And then we have a Weaver of Boons, that's the Queen of Pentacles. So it's very different, but it's so beautiful. And recently I decided to pull this out from wherever I was keeping it in a box with crystals. And I said, I've been drawn to use it. And let me tell you, I've been getting beautiful readings of this. I have a connection with this deck like I didn't have before. Not that I was not connected. It was just taking me time. But now it just comes to me. And I can't explain it. I feel like I'm connected to a higher power. I feel like I'm connected to Source, my higher self, my guides. When I read with this deck, I feel like I am connected to nature, the universe. Like, I can't explain it. This is such a powerful reader for me right now, personally. And I have used this for reading for one other person. And the readings were really nice, with this deck. I don't know. I'm still not sure. I feel out what I'm going to do in the future because I just, recently started to take this out. So I'm not sure if I'll be using this more for clients, but I really have been enjoying it so much. The Council of Animals, this is the Judgment card. I find this so healing. It's transformative, like from my personal experience with it. It is so beautiful and comforting and very therapeutic, but not in a human psychology way. It's like in an ethereal way, in a energetic way. It's really beautiful. And look at these gorgeous backs with the owls, and the guidebook is really nice. I really should look at this guidebook more often because it really is organized so well. and you have full illustration of each card, the beautiful artwork on each card, and the beautiful backs. And it's the structure of the book is really nice, and the meanings of the tarot is it's really nice. I really feel like this is a great book for studying the tarot. The Dreemkeepers Tarot by Liz Huston. This is another one that I've been really going to. That's the backs. This cardstock's a little thinner, but it's nice. The artwork is breathtaking. It's a little dark, but it is deep. I also feel like this is a great deck for scrying. It is soft colors and very unique. The Four of Pentacles, and almost has that Two of Pentacles vibes. So there's so much to read on these cards. And I go deep with this. I go deep with these readings when I read with this deck. I use it for myself, and sometimes I use this for clients as well. I get beautiful readings. I could take one card and I could read a lot with one card. It gives me so much to work with, and sometimes I see things. I look at it and I just get something, and it's different from what you would expect from a regular tarot deck. I feel like I see things in a different way. I go deeper with the readings, and this has become my soul deck. I used to use Murder of Crows as my soul deck, and I still love that deck. I have not grabbed it in a while because I've been pulling this one, and the Two of Wands. It is stunning. The Fates, that's the Wheel of Fortune. Very unique. It's a little dark. It's a little cosmic. It has this ethereal feel to it. The Page of Cups. Every detail in here, it symbolizes something, and it feels cosmic. It feels earthy. It feels like there's this connection between you, the universe, and the cosmos, and you deep down inside emotions from the human experience, the Lovers. I think this is such a great representation of the Lovers' energies. So really unique and very beautiful. The Hermit, very different, and I find it to read amazing. One of my very favorite decks. This is one of the decks I cannot be without. After having this experience, this connection with this tarot deck, it's amazing. The Eight of Wands, and I'm seeing if I can find something else. The Tower, the Chariot. That's beautiful and so cosmic at the same time. The Three of Cups, really, really stunning. The Empress, beautiful, talkative, very talkative for me, very deep deck. And the guidebook is amazing. I really should read the guidebook more because you do have like this black and white picture of every card, and you have a nice description, and I feel like you get a lot. And I feel like the meanings in this book might help you go deeper with readings. Like, I think that this book can make you a better tarot reader. Like, I feel like it can make you go deeper into reading or give you another more to work with. I really do. So I really should read that more often. Tarot de Luz by Aitor. Satira. I know every time I do this, I say, oh, I forget that I have to read the name because I know I'm pronouncing it or reading it wrong. Beautiful backs. Nice cardstock. Nice size deck. I love this deck so much. This deck is so dear to my heart. And every time I use it, it makes me smile. It makes me feel better. We have symbols here. We have symbols on the bottom. We have astrology, and I love that. It's very different. It gives me Thoth vibes, but it's not Thoth, and it's not Rider-Waite-Smith. I love this Ten of Swords. It's like giving you the remedy, I feel. Like it's giving you the advice. It's a very uplifting card. I love that you see the planets here. You see the sun. You see the moons. You might see the moon on people's faces, you know, like on the cheeks. Sometimes you see the sun there. You know, it's like little symbolism. And I can't tell you how much I adore and love this deck. You have these little zodiac symbols here. They're so tiny. I have to like really look, squint to see them because I have like blurry vision. But if you have good vision, you'll see it. But I love that you have the zodiac signs there as well. And there's a lot of little symbolism there. And it's cute. And it's a little quirky. And it's so freaking adorable. And everything means something. Like, this is the Two of Cups. And you see these, like, I don't know if they're thorns or whatever. It's like when you see this, that means something wrapped around, you know, somebody. And you just have these little hints of symbols on the cards. The Knave of Cups. And it is beautiful. The soft colors, the Three of Pentacles. I love this Three of Pentacles. Like, I love every single card. I'm crazy about this deck. Like, really, if you can't tell. I love it so much. The Knight of Wands. So cute. And it's such a great reader. I see things again in another perspective, and I really feel like this shines the light on the readings. Nine of Pentacles, it shows you what's going on. The Nine of Cups, it shows you what's going on. Like, it is it's very sweet, but it's also a very honest deck. So I feel like it tells you the truth, and it does it in a gentle way, but not too gentle. Like, it shows you what's going on, but the artwork is very talkative. Like, I love this Queen of Cups. I love it so much. Yeah, I could go on and on about this deck. I've been using it, and this is another one of those that I cannot be without. I really love this deck. I waited too long to get it. That's the Magician. I'm just looking for all the cards I want to show you guys. Look at Five of Pentacles. I love it so much. Really sweet. Really, look at that Tower card. And you see what I mean by, like, those vines or whatever that is. Like, I don't know if they're vines or like thorns. I don't see like sharp things, but they're vines, and that means something. Look at this King of Pentacles. It is really, I love it so much. Tarot Nefertari, and this is a deck that's published by Scarabeo. It has a nice book too that talks about Nefertari, and beautiful backs. And I edged this in black. I don't remember which markers I use, but they do get on my fingers sometimes. We have the Star card, very different. And we have this gold foil in the background. It's on the box as well. It is beautiful. The black borders. We have the names in 4 different languages, or maybe 5. It is stunning. And when I first got this, I'm very drawn to Egypt. When I first got this deck, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to read with it. And I do not know all the symbols yet and what they mean. Like, I think I'll be studying all of this. Tarot, astrology, everything, for the rest of my life. I think it's a lifelong study. And I was surprised because I get really nice readings with this deck. You will see this sometimes on my channel. I've been pulling it out again for myself because every now and then I go to this deck for me. Look at this Moon card. It's gorgeous. I feel like I look at it and I see the story. I see something that's going on. So it's not exactly, it's a little bit like, this one's more like Rider-Waite-Smith, but some of the cards are very different. Like this Ace of Chalices, I love it. The Scarabeo, I love this so much. The Knave of Wands, and you can see what's going on. The Hanged Man, this is a very different Hanged Man. So it's kind of saying, like, don't move right now or whatever. So it's like a different way of reading it. The Three of Swords, and you can see the Eye of Ra, the Eye of Horus, you know, so it's like, you can see that there's some healing and strength that you need in this card. It's just stunning. The World card, I love this. It gives me kind of like Priestess vibes from the Thoth Tarot. It is really beautiful, and it is a wonderful reader for me. I find this is one of my really good readers. Very talkative deck, and that really surprised me, and I'm so happy that it did because I really love this deck. The Seven of Wands with the alligators, it's really done well. I love it. The Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. I'm drawn to this. I have her Lightseers Tarot. It's right here. I'll be showing that to you soon because that is one of the decks I want to work with again because there's a lot of symbolism in the artwork, I think, of all of her decks. I really love this one. I've been reaching for this one more lately because it is a beautiful deck, but it is also a very positive deck. 8 of materials. Materials is the Pentacles. 9 of emotions. That's the Cups. The Emperor. And it's a very feminine deck. The Priestess. And it is so colorful. There's a lot of flowers. There's a lot of life. It's like this energy. It gives you life. It brings you back to life. 7 of Voices. That's the Swords. Queen of Emotions. That's the Cups. Page of Voices. We have 5 of Inspiration. This is the only card that I was like, it took me a minute to get, and now I get it. The 4 of Emotions. But I love this 4 of Emotions. You can feel it. The 9 of Materials. I feel like this is that pick you up when you're down kind of a deck. I feel like this is the deck that says hang in there, keep going, find a solution. The 10 of Voices. It's like coming up from a hard time. This 3 of Voices, you really feel this card. You really feel it. But then there's a light here. It's like there's power in seeing the truth that can hurt us so that we can see the truth and change something to heal, move on, and find something better or do something better, the moon, so beautiful. So this is colorful, and I love that we have the Muses, and they go in a different direction, horizontal, and the Muses are the kings, and this would be the King of Swords. So I feel like this is a very powerful deck. These are the Knights. The Knights don't have people, they're just horses, and I love that also. 5 of Voices, that's the 5 of Swords. Page of Emotions, look at how beautiful. So very stunning, very positive. It makes me feel good when I use it. And I think it's a powerful reader as well. I feel like with this I don't go so deep, but I feel like I get like a quick pick-me-up meaning from this. And you could look at it and go a little deeper, of course, and plus with your basic knowledge of tarot, you can go deeper. But I feel like I do get I see this and I kind of get my what I need quickly from this deck. One of my other decks that I use besides tarot is Lenormand, and this is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Kyra Marchetti, and I cannot be without this deck. I use this for relationship readings, readings around energies of situations, people, work, anything, and I really love the quality of this cardstock. Is amazing. The size is amazing. It's very readable, and there's something about his work. I always say this. Kyra Marchetti does some magic in his decks. They are very talkative and in a intuitive way. The way the cards connect with each other when they're in a spread, I just see the story. I see what's going on, and for me, my own personal experience, like I can read, and I see how they communicate with each other. So this is a very special deck for me because I've been using this deck since I started reading for myself, for others, and I have not changed this one for anything. And I use it specifically for energies around situations, people. Sometimes I will start a reading. You'll see this on my channel. Sometimes I'll start a reading with this. It's beautiful. It's talkative. And this one comes with extra cards. It's the expanded edition, so it has more cards than the usual. I don't know if Lenormand has originally 32 because I've been using this one and it's got more than that. How many cards does it have? I'll put it, if I don't have it here, 47 card deck. 47 cards it has, so that's a lot of cards, and it's very talkative, one of my most talkative decks, and I get quick messages with this, but I can see more. And there's something that comes to life with Kyra Marchetti's artwork. Just beautiful, stunning, and a very great tool. And now for the decks that I want to pull more of. The Merayla Tarot, the second edition by Mary White. This is a deck that I want to bring back into my practice because I kind of put it away. And what it is I have this stacked on the bottom because the box is big, and what happens is I put other decks on top of it, and then I kind of forget that I have it, which is awful because this is one of the most beautifully well-made tarot decks ever. Between the book, between the cards, the artwork. This is a very talkative deck. By the way, there is a lot of nudity in this deck. There is a lot of nudity. It represents the divine feminine and masculine inside of us together. So you're going to see that in a way that it really speaks to you very loudly. And it is an amazing reader. And I also find this book to be very therapeutic. I feel like this is one of the therapeutic decks. Nice backs, silver gilding on the edges. And you can tell I haven't used this enough. I did use it when I first got it. Every now and then I'll pull it out. And every time I read it, it blows my mind. This is the World card. It's very different. The Five of Wands, the Six of Swords. And it is another tarot deck that I feel is very ethereal, very earth connected. I feel like it really goes into the mind, like the way you think. I feel like it's a very powerful deck. I feel like it tells you what's going on. It tells you where you need to put your energy into. The Nine of Swords. It's very different. And the book is amazing. The book is really amazing. Again, I do like to work with the decks first and get connected to the deck before I read the books. But every now and then I go to the book, and that's how I learn little by little with the book. And I get a little more. And I really need to use this more. I hope next time I make this video that you see that it has a little more wear, even though I don't want to wear out my decks. But I mean, sometimes I love when you see a worn out deck. Like, I really do love when I see a worn out deck, with a tarot reader. And I have a couple of them. I have one that's very worn out, and another one, actually, I have a couple, and now the top's starting to wear out. I do want to bring this one out more, so I'm planning to work with this more because I feel like this is very powerful, and the artwork is really stunning. Actually, I have a flip through video of this deck. I will link that in the description box below, or I may put it on the end screen if you'd like to check that out if you haven't already. It's my most viewed long video on my channel, and so you get to see each of the cards. I love this Temperance card so much. So much. Very readable. I think this is a deep one as well, a deep deck. The Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane, and this one I have been using this month, but not the way I've used my other ones. And the reason why I put it with what I want to use most is because a lot of the cards in this deck are in my monthly practice that I did this year, which I don't know. I'm thinking about taking all the cards. I'm thinking about writing down all the cards that I put in the envelopes, and taking all the cards back and putting them in the box, because I've been wanting to use the full deck, and it's bothering me that I took 4 of my decks, and there's 2 of them that I want to use more often, maybe 3 even, that I really want to work with now, and 2 of them that I want to work with clients as well. And so that's really bugging me. I don't like that I have to wait. Like, as much as the practice is blowing my mind, and I'm getting the cards that I need every month when I need them. I did this practice where I pulled the cards, and I put cards for every month from different decks, and I go in there and I really get the cards that I need. Look at this 7 of Wands, by the way. This deck surprised me. This deck really surprised me. The beautiful artwork, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to read, a deck that doesn't have people and people's faces and people's expression. But MJ Cullinane did an amazing job with the artwork and showing the meaning of the card, because this to me is a very readable deck, and it is one of my favorites. I have to say, this is one of my favorite that has a little bit of RWS. I feel like it's mostly RWS based, but some of the cards are very different as well. So I really love Crows and Ravens, and this deck is gorgeous, and it's bugging me that it's separated into different envelopes, which is terrible. I should not think like that. Like, I really should get over myself, but I can't. I'm in May, and I have the cards, and I'm just like, and I don't want to do that to myself. The 6 of Wands. I like to have the freedom. Like, I don't like to depend on anything. Like, I don't want to be dependent on, oh, I have the cards in the envelopes. Like, I want to be able to grab that deck and use it if I want to. And this is the problem that I'm having right now, the 9 of Wands. So I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I'll take it. I'll take my craziness. Queen of Wands. I think I may pull these out. I was thinking of going live and doing it and asking you guys to stop me, but I don't know. 4 of Cups. Maybe my next video you'll see that I won't have that I've already done it. I don't know. High Priestess. But this is very talkative. Look at this 10 of Wands. It's beautiful, and it's so easy to see what's going on in this, you know, even though you don't have a face, you know. And 6 of Swords. And there's cards that I have in here that they're not in here. They're in the envelopes. The 8 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, and the book is nice. The book actually references the crows in it. So that is that. And I don't know, I might be pulling those cards. I'm putting this deck together soon. We'll see. The Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini. My little not so perfect modification job that I did on this deck, and also my little imperfect envelope that I knitted here for it, which is just perfect. This is my Aquarian Tarot. I trimmed it completely, all the borders off, and some of the names you see in the major arcana, and I rounded the edges with, I think it was the large corner rounder size, but this is my Aquarian, and I was using it a lot when I first got it, and I really, really love this deck. I have a connection with it. This is one that I did not purchase. I looked at it, it was on and off my wish list. You know, it was on and off, and I said, I can't get over the pale faces. It's not my color theme, blah, blah, blah. And then one day it was just, I just started to see it everywhere. I was thinking about it, and I just started to see it everywhere. And, you know, this deck, I have not seen videos of this deck in a long time, but when I was thinking about it, I started to see those videos, and I was not doing any searches. Like, and I was just like, okay, it's calling me. This is the time. Maybe the time was not before, but it's now. So I ordered it. I think it was around my birthday, and this deck was created in 1970, and that's when I was born. So there's this special connection. I'm Aquarius. It's Aquarian Tarot. Look at the 7 of Cups. I love it without the borders, and I fell in love with this. It has this like retro vibe to it, the colors, and there's something about the faces that they have. No, they're so pale, but yet I can read the expressions, you know. And at first I wasn't feeling it, and now I so feel it. And there's also something here I noticed with the color system with the black. We have the Lovers, so beautiful. So where you see black, I feel like there's something here with the color system where you see the black and the shapes. So there's like curved black. Now that I'm saying it, I'm not seeing it on the cards, but here we go. We have black here, the Wheel of Fortune. And so this is a little different. It's like Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's also like a zooming in on the card, on the artwork. And some cards are very different. The Devil. I love that Devil. That's the 4 of Pentacles. Very... Actually, I think the wands are called rods in this deck. The 6 of Rods, the Priestess. So when I trimmed it, I did a terrible job, but I love it. It is the Priestess is the tiniest card. It's like all different sizes. This deck is all different sizes, and I have a video on the deck mod. I will link that if anyone's interested. Look at how terrible of a job I did. I cut this by hand. I don't advise you to do that because it does affect the shuffling, but as long as I get the right cards when I'm shuffling, and I look for flies mostly, that's all that matters to me, and I am able to read with it. It doesn't affect the readings. It does affect the shuffling for me, but I still get the right cards. When they come out, I still get the right cards, and that's all I need to know, and I'm okay with that. The 5 of Hearts. So beautiful. I love the soft colors. And you see what I mean by the black? So there's something here, I don't know, very special, and I want to take this out again because I've been using more of the Dreemkeepers right now, and I've been using the Dreemkeepers and the Forest of Enchantment have been, you know, my biggest go-tos right now besides the Thoth. So yeah, I want to put this one back into my active tarot decks that I'm using. Tabula Mundi Tarot by M.M. Moline. I also got the Deacon expansion pack. This is a beautiful box, and these are the gorgeous bags. I don't know if you can see that, you know, the holographic. You probably can't see it so good. I don't know if you can see it, but I do have a video on this, my first look and a flip through of it. I'll link that in the description box below as well, if you want to see that. We have the Queen of Wands, Water of Air. So I love that it has like the names on the bottom, kind of like the Hermetic Tarot. This tarot was inspired by the Thoth Tarot, and I love the Thoth Tarot. And I saw this and I was like, oh, I don't need it, you know, I have the Thoth. But then I saw it again, and then I'm like, every time I saw it, I started to get more drawn to this, the Five of Wands. And I love that you have so clearly the zodiac signs on here. And as I'm using this deck, I don't have the book, and now I want the book, because I understand that the book has a lot of information, but these cards, they're all connected to each other, and it's amazing. So you have cards, like 3 to 4 cards at least, that have similar symbols on another card, and they are kind of like together. So it's like, it's amazing. Like the Taurus cards, the 3 Taurus cards in the deck, you'll see similarities in some of the same symbols in the other Taurus cards, and some of them you'll see the same thing in the Wands, you know, and some of them you'll see like the Knight and the 5 of Wands, I believe it is. Is it the 5? I don't remember, because this is a new one for me. Yes, the 5 of Wands, and I believe it's the Knight of Wands. They have this path behind, you know, in front of the volcano. Like they both have something similar, and I'm starting to notice that connection. And I go in, and every time I look at it, I'm more amazed, and I really, really love the artwork. It's so soft and it's bright, and it is a very talkative deck, and I love the Thoth Tarot. And I have to say, I feel like they're both so necessary, because this has, even though it's based on the Thoth, or it was influenced by the Thoth, it has a different energy to me. I feel like the Thoth is more ethereal, and this is also very ethereal, but this kind of gives me more of the human vibes. Like I see the human, because you see people here, whereas the Thoth, you see more like, you know, you see like the energies of, you know, higher consciousness. You see the energies of, you know, gods, goddesses, you know, like that kind of energy. Egypt, the Prince of Wands, Air of Air. And I also feel like with this deck, you also see a little bit of, some of the cards give me the shamanic vibes, and I love it. You see the sun, you see the moon, you see different, you see so much symbolism, and it's done in a different way. So it's a little similar, but yet different. And I really love what this deck is, everything about it, the artwork, how it talks, very talkative deck. It blew my mind right away as soon as I started to use it, because I'm still not familiar with it. I can get most of the cards. I think I'm getting all of the cards, because some of them I had to sit with at first and be like, I'm not getting this, but then I got it, you know. So it's still very new to me. I have already started to use it on my channel, and I love it. I use it for myself, blew my mind. It's gorgeous, and every time I look at it, I notice more and more. And now I need to get the book. Now I'm kind of like telling myself, why did I not get the book? I'm thinking about getting the larger size, because this is the middle size, and I really love it. It is amazing. Look at the Death card. It's so different. And this Wheel of Fortune, I love this so much. I really do. I love this art card. I love that it represents the meaning in a different way. And I think it's, besides the beauty of it, it's a very talkative tarot deck. The Chariot, just gorgeous. I love this Priestess. I love everything about it. I love it. Look at this Princess of Cups. Oh, so beautiful. The Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And this comes with a nice guidebook. Her guidebooks are very nice. I don't really use the guidebooks a lot, which is terrible, because I think it would make me, you know, even more better reader. But every now and then I do. But I edged this in green. It did not come like this. I like this cardstock. It took me a while to get used to it. I kind of didn't like it at first, but now I do. It's very sturdy. It's easy to shuffle. It's a nice size. The artwork, I always like the artwork. And when I use this for clients, they really love this deck. It's a very talkative deck. But sometimes for me, I get it quick. And sometimes I go deeper. Like my relationship with this deck changes. And I used it a lot when I first had it. I do love all the suits, how they're represented. I do love the artwork. I love the swords in this deck so much. I love the 6 of Swords. When I use it, the clients love it. It's beautiful. And they can also they can resonate with the card meaning. When I look at this deck, so sometimes I put it away and I don't use it. I have not reached for it. And then the other day I decided to pull it out, and I took a magnifying glass to it, and I was just like looking at all the details, like, because I do that. Does anyone else do that? Like I do that sometimes, and there's so much detail in this deck, and I'm like, this is a really nice deck. I don't know why. I really don't pull it so much. I do look at it and I say, this is beautiful. I should read with it. But then the other day when I took it out and I'm like, I really should grab this again, because I feel like sometimes I'm more connected to this and other times I'm more connected to other decks. I feel like sometimes I can read with this and I get the story, I see more, and then other times I get it and I read with it and it's very quick and then I'm done. But I feel like this is a great deck, especially for beginners. And I feel like it's a tarot deck, but it also is done in a modern way. And I think that these cards really speak the meaning and the energy of the card meaning. So I feel like this is a great learning deck if someone is not into the RWS or wants something a little different or wants something a little younger or something more fun. Like I really think that this one does a great job of teaching you what the card meanings are. And I really love the swords in this deck. I mean, I love all the cards. I love the wands. I feel like it is a feel-good deck. It gives me summer vibes. Even though it's not really like a summer deck, but I feel like it is very positive also. And I do feel like it's talkative. So this is what I need to bring out more. I do want to have a deeper connection with it right now, because I don't feel like I have the deep connection that I have with it as I used to. Not that this was all... I had used before, when I took this out more, I was going more towards, I was grabbing more the RWS that I have. It's like borderless. It's called a vintage look cardboard deck. And that's the one that was my go-to when I was using this one as like my second go-to. I'm trying to think what other decks I had. Oh, I had also the Gilded Tarot Royale. That was my first two go-tos were that, the RWS and the Gilded Tarot Royale. And then I would grab this one every now and then. And I feel like this is easier to read, but sometimes I don't go deep with it, and sometimes I do. It all depends. I don't know. It all depends on the day or whatever. But this is one I kind of want to bring back into my practice. I think it's beautiful. And I do love the Hierophant card. The Wild Unknown Pocket Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook by Kim Krantz. I love this tin. It comes with a really nice book, which I don't use that much, but every now and then I do, especially for the spirit cards. Sometimes I do go to that for that. This is something that this is a deck I used to use when I first got it, and then I kind of put it away, and now it's been calling me again. So I want to start using this again. I've already started to use it, and I get really nice readings of this. I love her artwork. I love how she uses the colors. I feel like there is a connection with the energies of the meanings with the colors. She shows you the energy of the meaning of the cards with the colors. She does this magical thing with her artwork, and it's very talkative. So I get nice readings with this. I could do a whole reading just with this deck. I pulled it out the other day and I asked myself so many questions, and I was getting all the cards I needed to get, and I was getting all my answers, my personal experience with this deck, and I'm like, this deck is so amazing. I really need to pull it out more. I have this one, and I have her Archetypes deck also, and I really want to now get her tarot deck. I never was drawn to getting it. Not that I don't like it. I love her tarot deck. I have so many decks, and I'm like, am I going to use it? Because I usually grab the Thoth, and I usually go for other ones, and I'm like, am I going to use it? I have so many decks. So if I get it, I want to use it. And then when I look at this, and when I look at flip through videos of her tarot deck, I can see how I can read with that deck, and it is an amazing read. Like, I could tell that that deck is going to be amazing. And now I'm like, maybe I'll get the tin version of her, you know, tarot deck. And I might do it that way. Because I think I would get use out of that, and I think I would get some beautiful readings with that, because I love how this reads, and I love how her other oracle deck reads, although I use this one a little bit more than the other one. And I do want to pull that one out too more often. That's one I should have added to this video, and there are other decks, but I try not to go too crazy here because I think I got a lot of decks. And so I really find that this reads so well. I really love the artwork. It reads well. I love the size. Sorry if I'm making noise here. I really love the size of this deck too. I find it to be perfect. And I'm thinking about getting the tarot deck. If you have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Krantz, please let me know how it reads for you. Are you still pulling it? Because I'm really thinking about getting it. I really love it. And the cardstock is like cardboard. It's thin, but it's sturdy. It's nice. I like it. I love it. It's easy to shuffle. And you have so many cards to work with. So there's so many messages and energies to work with. I really love it. So there's it's split up by all the elements, including spirit and elements. So beautiful deck. Soul cards. And do we have the name? Deborah Koff Chapin. Yes. There are 2 soul cards decks. There's 1 and 2, and then she has another deck that's different, and I love her artwork. Very unique. What I love about this deck, and I just want to show you that there is an image of all of the cards in the back of this box, which comes in handy because sometimes they flip around and you're not sure what is the, you know, if they're right side up or upside down. And you can read them however you like. So this deck is totally intuitive. There's this book that kind of tells you how to use it, but there are no card meanings, there are no card names. I want more decks like this. I think this is a great deck for scrying. The cardstock is amazing. It's glossy. It's very flexible. You can read this intuitively. You just look and you see what you pick up, and every time you read this, I love it because every time I read this, my own personal experience I should say, is I get something different every time, whether it's for myself, whether it's for somebody else. I think it's beautiful. I think the artwork is gorgeous. It speaks to me. It speaks to my soul, and I think you can use this for any kind of reading as well. When it comes to self-growth, when it comes to personal growth, spiritual growth, and when it comes to deep messages. I also recently used this deck for past life readings, and it worked out really well. I was surprised because when I do past life readings, I usually don't use a deck, but I did a practice. I joined in on a practice one time, and I'm like, hey, you know, I'll try it, you know. And, you know, you can use any tools. I mean, you can use pendulums. I've done that too for that. But usually I hold my crystal and I go in and I start to see things. But this deck really spoke to me, and I found it worked really well. Let me see what was going on. This is a great deck. You can pull 1 card. You can pull a couple. You could do a whole reading with this. Or you could do part of a reading. You can add this to a reading. It's very versatile. And there is no right or wrong. And that's what I love about this. You can really use your intuition. I also feel like it's great to practice opening you up, your intuition, because we are all intuitive. Don't let anybody tell you that, you know, we're not, or you're not, or whatever. We're all intuitive. And this is a great deck for practicing that, and I love it. I'm not sure if everyone is into this artwork. Some people might get spooked by it, but I think most people, especially spiritual people, they get it. You know, you have to know who you're using it for if you're reading for other people. But I love it, and I get amazing readings with this. Sometimes decks surprise you, but most people are open to this one, and especially people who are working on their spiritual growth or their personal growth, because they can feel, you know, the emotions in the cards. And I really love this, and I want to pull it out again because I kind of haven't, and I don't know why I haven't. I just haven't. But the other day I pulled it out, and I'm like, oh, I need to bring this out. I have so many decks. I think that's what it is now. I have so many, so it's like I want to make sure I start to rotate them so that I use, you know, what I'm drawn to at that time, but it's very speakable. And so these are the ones that I've been really thinking about bringing back, especially the Crow, because I have been using it, but I want to bring it back as a full deck, and I want to do that now. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you're using for right now, what you're thinking of, you know, during this spring, what you're working with, which tarot and oracle card decks you're working with, if any of these decks appeal to you, or if you have experience with any of these decks, I would love to know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care.